Hey, what's going on, everybody? Matt Johnston here with you, and I want to talk to you today about what is working right now on Facebook ads and how that is completely different than what was working on Facebook ads a year ago. So at Guide Social, I mean, we've managed like hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars in ad spend over the past, whatever, I don't know. And one of the things that has come up a lot is how good is the algorithm now? And how much can I actually trust the algorithm now? And a lot of people still are saying, hey, nothing's changed. You can still trust the algorithm like crazy. But other people like me are seeing that you really need to tweak things manually a lot to get things to work these days. So there's a few sort of caveats to that. So I want to dive in here. Let me get this whiteboard up. Boom. Okay. So there's just a few major things that you need to keep in mind. Okay. Switch to the black pen because I like the black pen. So the first one is to start thinking about ABO. So that means ad set budgets. So that means so obviously there's CBO and ABO. So at the you have at the campaign level, you have one single campaign, and then you have a number of ad sets, right, underneath that campaign. And these are different audiences. And then under those ad sets, you have ads. So typically what Facebook has been recommending for the last few years and what most people have started to get on board with is that you need to be using, oh, I see it's off screen. Oh, I got to fix that. Using CBO here to basically manage the budget at the campaign level and then let Facebook distribute the budget where it thinks it will see good performance at the ad set level. Guess what? This is just not working very well anymore. I wish it was, but it's just not working very well. Because Facebook's algorithm doesn't have as much data now with so many people opted out, and it's not good at finding the right people at the right time within an ad set or within an ad anymore. So what you want to be doing is, especially during the testing phase, it can be a scaling strategy to use CBO, but especially during the testing phase, you want to be putting the budget at the ad set level so that you can really get better data and honestly optimize better. I mean, you're better off optimizing yourself than you are letting Facebook optimize that, and that goes for ads as well. So manual ad optimization. So if you have 3 ads in an ad under an ad set, Facebook typically has done a good job finding the right ad for this audience. It's not working as well now. So if something that has gotten like some decent numbers at the ad level is still not getting any budget from Facebook, just go ahead and turn on and off things to force the budget. Remember, the brain of the campaign is at the ad set level. Okay, so you don't want to turn on and off the ad set level or the campaign level, right? Because that includes the ad set level, because that would stop the learning. At the ad level, you're pretty good as long as you make the changes within 7 days or so. So feel free to just turn on and off things at the ad level if you want to push budget to one, not the other, et cetera, et cetera. Manual ad optimization. Another one, like I would just sort of like, you don't have to, I mean, you should test everything, but lookalikes are not working. This may be something that you know already, but we just can't get lookalikes working. I'm having a hard time getting super lookalikes working, meaning like a big lookalike stack, like an ad set that has a bunch of lookalike audiences in it. I'm having trouble getting single lookalike audiences to work. I've tested 1%, 3%, 6%. I mean, I've tried so much and it's just not working as well. So my recommendation is to really try to pull in towards making interests work. Okay. Now these are just the tactics inside of it. I would also say video is more important than ever. And this is why at Guide Social, we've basically pivoted. We're not really doing media buying anymore. We're just creating high quality, high converting video content because it's so important. I mean, now you have to let the creative self-select more than ever. I mean, you can't just throw up an image anymore and let the algorithm find the right people because the algorithm just isn't very good anymore. So if you have a video that's actually taking people from cold to soul, like it's actually selling people and doing all the pain, problem, solution stuff in the video in a very intentional way, not this like UGC stuff. UGC is so overrated. If you have a video that's very intentionally put together like that, you can you're just going to convert more people. So then your landing page, your store, whatever, has less heavy lifting to do, which is really important because you never know what's going to convert and what's not, right? It's hard. You have to test. I mean, there could be bottlenecks all the way through the funnel, but if the video's good, I mean, you can sell somebody just with a video and then everything else is gravy. So having lots of intentionally made video is really, really important. Another thing that I'm seeing, obviously, and this is always true, but really like simple account structures. And this just means, don't have a billion top of funnel campaigns, a billion middle of funnel campaigns, a billion bottom of funnel campaigns. One thing that I am seeing work really well is this strategy where basically in the bottom of funnel and the middle of funnel, I'm testing creatives there by giving them their own ad set. So, for example, you might see something like a middle of, let's just say bottom of funnel. You might see a bottom of funnel campaign, and I'll create an audience, like a 14-day engage audience. So that audience will have, it's a big saved audience that has everybody that's engaged with a brand in the last 14 days, all website visitors, video viewers, Facebook engagers, Instagram engagers, all that stuff. And then I'll put them all into one big saved audience. And that audience, let's see, we'll call it the 14E, the 14 engaged audience. I'll have an ad set for every creative. So like, let's say there's a testimonial carousel. There'll be one ad set. That'll be the testimonial carousel. Then there will be, I see I'm running out of screen room here, but there'll be one ad set that's a testimonial carousel, and that'll have its own budget there. It'll say $10, and it'll have that creative underneath. Then, instead of putting another ad underneath it, I duplicate that ad set, so it's got the same. So I'm using the same audience, but the new creative, and we start to see where the cheapest purchases or leads or whatever you're looking for are coming in. And that's my strategy there. And I'm doing the same thing at the middle of the funnel. And you start to see winners more easily there. And as things come and start working the middle, you can start testing them at the top of the funnel, where I'm still using the normal strategy for doing that, where I'm putting multiple ads inside. Dynamic creative is still kind of working pretty well for me. I'm not using it anywhere but top of funnel right now for like testing and stuff, but it's still working pretty well for me. Just make sure to always go into the breakdowns and see where things are going down. Like what image is getting all, like, is one image getting all the budget? Like, I mean, you've got to look at that stuff. So you go to breakdown, dynamic creative breakdown, and then you can break it out by image, headline, blah, 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 blah. One thing I like to do is sort of keep the copy, like you want to limit the number of variables in a dynamic creative. So what I've been, and like you have to put a lot of budget behind it for it to test all of these things anyway. So what I like to do is keep the copy the same copy, like just one copy, one headline, one description, one learn more, one whatever, and then like 4 images and videos like mixed to see what works. I'm a big, like, you've got to make those videos square, and sometimes what we're seeing work is a lot of videos with bars. So you have your see if I have a little bit of room up here. Like you have your wide, like you could even just do it from a widescreen video that you shoot like this, and then we use ClipScribe, which adds like a bar. So the headline goes up here, and it adds a bar down here, and this is where the captions go. And this whole thing is a 1:1 aspect ratio, which is best for Facebook because it takes up the most screen real estate when you're on your phone scrolling through. Does that make sense? So these are the things that I am seeing work right now. If you got value here, subscribe. I'm going to try to be much more constant, just doing these little live videos telling you what's going on now. Hopefully this helps you and you find some hope or skill or whatever in it. And check us out at guidesocialglobal.com if you want us to make one of these awesome, like we have this great Centerpiece video format that we've made millions of dollars for clients with these videos. So if you go to guidesocialglobal.com/ourwork, and at the top you'll see these talent driven videos, which is our Centerpiece videos. I love just making those for clients. I mean, even if we didn't do anything else, like that video will scale the crap out of your business. So reach out if you're interested in that, if you like the examples that you see there. Okay, I'll see you next time.